Hello and welcome to Highlights. My name is Jim Strawn, host of the television program Highlights from the Heart of Our Community. Is brought to you through a collaboration between my company, Jim Strawn and Company, along with Optimum Cable Services and our good friends at Kanawha County Schools TV. And if you're a regular viewer of our show, and we certainly hope that you are, you know how much we love to focus on those grassroots organizations, charitable, not-for-profit groups doing amazing work, phenomenal work to make our great state of West Virginia, our Kanawha Valley, and our city of Charleston, and all points in between, a much better place to live, learn, work, and to play. And on today's Highlights program, we're going to feature a music festival that's doing all of that and much, much more. They've attached themselves to a foundation to help children, and I can't wait to talk about this. We're talking about RetroFest #3. The third annual RetroFest will be held on July 27th, downtown Charleston at Slack Plaza, the new plaza there on Summer Street. And it's going to be fantastic, fantabulous. It's going to start about 11 a.m. and go through the evening, and we're going to talk to the organizer of that. He's the brainchild of this event, by the way, and he's also a good friend of mine. He's a good friend of yours. I can't wait to talk to him. I turn to my right, and I welcome him to the Highlights program for the I think it's just the first time. JK, first time?
Yes, first time.
Joe Kerner's in the house. JK,
hey,
the DJ.
Jim. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, man.
Fantastic.
Now, you're the proprietor with AAA Entertainment.
Yes.
JK, the DJ. You love entertaining, but I'm gonna take us back. I'm gonna take the audience back. 50 years.
No, don't tell them the year, please.
55 years.
You just dated me.
50
You don't look
years.
as old as me.
Yeah, but Joe, you and I, we met each other 4th or 5th grade at Sacred Heart Elementary School. We were on the same basketball team. You remember that?
True story.
True story. That's
Yeah,
a true
yeah.
story, right?
Right on.
I called my mom before we taped the show to see if I could find the picture, and she has it. I just couldn't find it quick enough to get it to put it up. So, just visualize a couple of. Well, I was pretty little. I was pretty skinny. My socks came up past my knees. We had a good time, didn't we?
Oh, great days for
and
sure.
Sacred Heart was a good school.
Oh, excellent,
And,
excellent.
And raised at Sacred Heart there. We were both raised there. My mom still goes to church there, 86 years old. I dated her too just now. But it's good to have you on our program.
Feels good.
So from there, you went on and, let's fast forward out of high school. What's JK been doing since graduated from high school, and how did you get into this entertainment business, Joe?
Well, the DJ thing started in 1979.
Well, that was a good era for that.
Yeah. I saved up my pennies and bought a big audiophile system from a local stereo store. Fell in love with the way audio was in those days, the high-end stuff. And then all of a sudden, a friend of mine asked me if I wanted to throw a New Year's Eve party with him, and I said, yes. I was like, man, I can take those speakers and everything I just bought. And then we rented where the Empty Glass. It was once the Regent Bar and Grill on the east end of Charleston.
Elizabeth Street.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
Yeah. So he and I bought the food and took care of the beer and the liquor and had a great time on our New Year's Eve party. And that was the first time I got a taste of what it would be like to be a real live DJ. Yeah, I guess so.
You said, I got to do this the rest of my life.
Oh, I was so turned on. I was like, I got to figure out a way to make this happen.
And you've been doing this the rest of your life.
That's right.
When did AAA Entertainment, when did you establish that?
We incorporated in 1997.
Wow.
As an S-Corp, yeah.
Over 25 or so years ago.
Yeah.
S-Corp doing well?
Oh, yeah.
So what do you do? What's AAA Entertainment? I know what you do, but refresh my memory and tell the audience, what is AAA Entertainment?
Well, we are a multi-op DJ service located in Elkview. And we can play music and do frequently for just about any type of event you could imagine. Nightclubs, casinos, wedding receptions, company parties, pool parties, do a lot of those this time of year, yeah.
Those are pretty big things, and I know I've used you for things that people don't think about. Maybe a press conference, or you just need some audio or some good vibes, or just a good sound because you have good sound. You're all service. I went and spoke at an event in Pittsburgh, and there you were. I had no idea you were going to be there.
Right, yeah.
But you were entertaining for that corporation up in Pittsburgh that I was speaking for. So there's JK.
Yeah, big dance party right after your speech.
So,
which was good, by the way. Very good.
Thank you. But you're not just West Virginia or Charleston. You're East Coast, because I know you go to Florida some.
Yeah.
I know you're up in Pittsburgh some, and all points in between, right?
As far west as Chicago and as far south as Tampa.
And it's not just you. You said you had some, multiple DJs that work with you, right?
That is correct. Yeah.
So that's
we have 4 lead MCs here. and 4 or 5 dancers.
That's part of your entrepreneurship and your conglomeration of JK the DJ and AAA Entertainment. What's a good way to get a hold of AAA Entertainment before we start talking about this RetroFest?
Well, AAADJ.com or 304-346-3600. You can get us either way or look us up on Facebook or any of the social media platforms that you like the best.
Very good. RetroFest, number 3. This is your brainchild. This is something you came up with. You can see on the screen. It's going to be July the 27th in Charleston. It'll be at Slack Plaza. It'll get started about 11 o'clock. We're going to go well until the evening, 9, maybe even up to 10 o'clock, as it says there. You know, that's always a moving target. What the heck is RetroFest? Is it what I think it might sound like? What it is?
Yeah,
RetroFest?
We're trying to get as retro as we can.
Retro.
Yeah, exactly. With live music, also DJ music for me at the beginning of the day and throughout the band breaks and such. And we have some retro vendors, food vendors, entertainers. We have 3 live acts.
So you're going to have some live bands.
Yes.
And in between your live acts, there's always going to be music because you can always play music as a DJ. So music will start at 11. Heck, it might even start at 10:30. You might start hearing something at 10 or 10:30. But officially 11 a.m. on Saturday, July 27th, Slack Plaza, right there on Summer Street, the new Slack Plaza. What do they call that? Central City?
City Center.
City Center.
Slack
They're calling
Plaza.
it City Center. I know a couple years ago I was there for the grand opening. It's been a nice little shot in the arm for that community downtown, and people are walking through, and we got the benches, and we got the nice little walkway there with the pavers, over to the mall, kind of a connector to downtown there on Capitol Street. But Slack Plaza is pretty cool. You played there. You were there for the regatta, right? Some or been there?
We have in the
past. You have in the past, yeah.
Yes.
But it's a nice place, right?
We also played music for the dedication. You were there. The mayor was there.
That's right. That's right. So on this RetroFest, you got three live. Let's talk about the live bands. I know you can play music at any time as a DJ, but let's talk about your live acts that you have lined up.
Well, we'll have Alondra Johnson there. She's a soloist.
Yeah.
She's going to be our first one, I do believe. We haven't really concreted or cemented the actual start times, but she's probably going to start in the early afternoon.
That's Alondra right there, I do believe, right?
That is correct. Yeah, that is Alondra Johnson.
That's a good promotional shot of Alondra. Looks like she's a wonderful entertainer. Looks like she can play the gitbox pretty good, just the way she stands and holds that thing. And then is there an Annie or no?
Yeah, Annie DeBoard is our
DeBoard.
trapeze. I'm going to call her a trapeze artist. It's her Cosmic Wonderland. Entertainment.
Yeah.
And it looks like fun, man. If you guys look her up online,
that looks like fun. There she is.
That is exactly her right there, doing her thing.
Probably a little dancer. And does she sing as well, or just an entertainer?
I think she's just does that right there.
She's an entertainer and a dancer. So that'll be fun for the audience. No charge for folks to come down, right?
That's right.
Okay, yeah,
no charge.
It's a complimentary
Come and
admission.
enjoy it.
Yeah, come and enjoy it. Free admission. And then the main live band is Nonfiction, who I've heard many times.
That is correct. That's going to be our evening entertainment.
They'll get started about 70s, 60s, give or take?
Probably 8.
About 8 o'clock?
8-ish.
Okay,
and then, of course, before them, Bottle and Bride before them.
So we have, what's the name, Bottle and Bride?
Bottle and Bride.
I think we have a picture of them as well, John.
That's them.
So that's them right there.
Yeah, they'll be playing before Nonfiction.
So we got 3 bands and Annie. So it's really your 4 kind of acts and 3.
We also have Joey Stepp.
And Joey Stepp,
he's a magician. Yes.
So he's going to be there most of the day, walking around doing some tricks for family members. And I say family members because this is really for all ages, right?
It's a family event, no doubt.
Family event, all ages, no charge to come down. Joe, talking with you off air, I know you expect, I mean, if we got 10,000 folks down there, you wouldn't be surprised.
I would be thrilled.
Through the course of the day.
Nor surprised.
Yeah, through the course of the day, we'd like to see about 10,000 folks kind of stroll through there. So you mentioned briefly, we have vendors, we have food vendors, so we're going to have plenty of food options. We're going to have spirited beverages and other options to stay hydrated, whether it's pop or water or what have you. There's going to be plenty of food and drink for everyone, right?
Oh, yes.
And then what, some of the vendors, crafts, is it art? I know you're trying to stick with the retro theme. What does that look like?
Yeah. Well, we do have a couple of vendors that gear toward retro, and we're also going to have a dessert, the cheesecake guy there.
Oh, the Mohawk Cheesecake.
Exactly, yeah, precisely.
They're going to be
and
there.
several hot food vendors, too.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, we're still getting those lined up and finalized.
So this is July 27th. It's definitely going to happen. Folks, you can get involved if you want to be a vendor, particularly if you have a retro-themed, maybe some old records or some old 8-tracks. And I was talking to Joe off air even a couple of weeks ago. So what's retro to you might not be retro to me. So it could be something from the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. If that's retro to you, it's retro to Joe, and it's retro to RetroFest as we talk about RetroFest number 3, July 27th. It'll get started about 11 a.m. It'll run well into the evening, probably past 9 p.m. after non-friction plays. Here's my favorite part about this. I love this, Joe. We're talking with JK the DJ, AAA Entertainment, RetroFest number 3. You, Joe Kerner, established RetroFest Foundation. So this is an official 501c3. I have the form right here. So it's a fundraiser as well. And
Yes.
who exactly are we helping when everything is said and done, and the portion of the proceeds from RetroFest will go to who?
Inner city kids.
Inner city kids.
The ones who are most likely to frequent the 4 rec centers in the city of Charleston.
The community
I was
centers.
raised in the Deep East End, and I spent a lot of time at Roosevelt.
Yeah.
Learning how to play basketball, wiffle ball, any kind of sport you can think of on that teeny little playground they had. But that's where the action was if you wanted to play sports. Now, as you know, that's a now city rec center.
Right.
And we're hoping to be able to bring free of charge to the city entertainment, exercise, and some educational opportunities to inner city kids that might not really have the avenue to learn the kind of things we'd like to teach them, and that is mainly on how to be a DJ.
I love that. So places like maybe Martin Luther King Center on Donnelly Street, or maybe over at in the Vandalia area, North Charleston area. There's about 3 or 4 city community centers, right?
Yes.
And sometimes it helps. It's open to everybody, but a lot of times the folks in some of the housing authority places where they live, they might not have a playground or a place to go or a gymnasium or what have you. So these centers are perfect for these kids, right? So you're going to help them.
I agree.
You're going to help them.
Yeah, we're going
You
to
always
try to bring
have.
something. We're going to try to bring something that they've never seen before that will benefit inner city youth.
So we'd love to have you, if you're watching this and learning about RetroFest maybe for the very first time, you thought, I want to be a vendor there. I'll tell you what, folks, go to their website, retrofestwv.com, retrofestwv.com. Lots of good information on there. You can also, the telephone number is on there. I don't have the telephone number. The telephone number is on there. You can call Joe, JK the DJ, give him a call. I want to be a vendor, or I want to be a whatever you have. We're looking for sponsors as well. I know Joe's got some sponsors that are going to be down there, but we have enough time where if you'd like to sponsor this event, help his 501c3, help RetroFest Foundation, give them a call or go to their website, retrofestwv.com. What am I leaving out? This sounds like a pretty daggone fun day for a great cause, Joe.
Yeah, it's going to be a blast. We already have a couple of sponsors lined up, and of course, if anybody would like to sponsor, like you mentioned there, we'd be happy to talk to them.
Is there anybody that you'd like to mention saying, hey, thanks a lot for coming on board?
Absolutely. Ray Winton Kelly, attorneys
law firm?
at law, yes sir, downtown.
Good
My
folks,
personal attorney, Mark Kelly.
Yeah.
And I tell you, Jim, I'm trying to pay it forward.
Yeah.
You know, some guys helped me along the way in the DJ business, and I'm trying to pay it forward like many people have heard. You know, once you get to a certain point in your life and you've become pretty successful at what you do, it's nice to be able to extend a hand to some young folks that might want to follow the same kind of path that I did, give them the right guidance and support. And who knows, maybe there could be a young boy or girl that comes to the Roosevelt Center that could start the next big DJ service in Charleston.
I love that.
Hopefully they'll learn from us.
You and I we've already established we're about the same age, and the older we get, we start thinking about our legacy, because we know we're not going to be on this physical planet for forever, but it's important what we leave behind and how we're remembered and what we're thought of. And you know, in 40 and 50 and 60 years from now, you know, somebody might be doing exactly what you're doing now, and you know, we're long gone, but you know, that JK guy really helped me a lot. I'll never forget him. That's what we're doing right now, right?
Exactly.
That's what we're doing right now.
There was a guy who helped me a lot, Super Duper Charlie Cooper.
Super Duper Charlie Cooper.
Yeah, he gave me a hand. It was very generous with his time and expertise, and let's face it, the guy was brilliant.
Oh my gosh,
and
so
magnetic
smart.
and charming and resourceful. And,
I got a
and
chill
helped me get
just
it going.
now.
Yeah.
So folks watching this that are our age, they remember Super Duper Charlie Cooper. If you don't remember Super Duper Charlie Cooper, remember JK the DJ, because that's who taught JK the DJ, Super Duper Charlie Cooper. So you're paying it forward with this RetroFest. We hope to raise, we're going to raise some money, and then we're going to help some of these inner city children, kids, teenagers that might want to learn some of the trades that you are well skilled at some of these city community centers. So this is pretty cool. RetroFest Foundation is a 501c3. RetroFest 3 is coming up. Lots of food, lots of music, lots of magic, lots of prizes. I know right there it is, RetroFest 2024, July 27th, Slack Plaza. Things will get started at 11 a.m. in the morning, and they'll go till about 9 or 10 o'clock that night. The city kind of ropes off that whole area right there, so you kind of have a nice little captive audience. If people want to be, have food or have spirited beverages, they're all going to be right there. People can come and go as they please. There's no charge. This sounds like the makings of a pretty special day. How's it been the first couple years? I think you selected this date for a couple different reasons after learning what the first two RetroFests were like as far as scheduling was concerned.
Right. The first year we didn't have many scheduling conflicts at all, but the second year we made the mistake of planning it on a Saturday when there were 2 football games.
Football, yeah.
Marshall and WVU both played that day, and school was back in session at that point. But this year's before football.
So you strategically picked July 27th.
Yes, we did.
No school, no football
Very
quite
few
yet.
conflicts, I think.
Might be some high school stuff, but there's always going to be something. But July 27th sounds like it's a Saturday.
Yes.
So we all know Moses Auto Group is the night before, July 26th, and the Live and Levy is still going on until August the 9th. But this Saturday sounds like it's a perfect date. I mean, in Charleston, it's just an extension of what we're doing all summer in Charleston, West Virginia. We have music, we have entertainment, we have crafts, we have fairs from Festival and Regatta and Live on Levy and all Summerfest in South Charleston and all points in between. This is just an extension of what we're doing throughout the Kanawha Valley and in Charleston. You're a part of it. You see it. It's vibrant. It's thriving. I mean, we have a pretty good time, don't we?
Love it. Oh, yeah, it's a blast, yeah.
We're having a good time.
It's an awesome place to have a celebration, for sure.
And we're celebrating with a cause. And we're raising money for RetroFest, the foundation, talking with JK, the DJ. It's his baby, RetroFest. He started it 3 years ago. This is RetroFest number 3. It'll start at 11 a.m. on July 27th. There's still time for you to get in if you want to be a vendor, especially if you have a retro-themed idea. Maybe give them a call if you want to, maybe you have a craft that you'd like to be a part of. Maybe you have a food that you'd like to vend. Maybe you have a beverage you'd like to be a vendor. RetroFestWV.com. Am I leaving anything out?
I think you've covered it, Jim. We're going to have a costume contest,
the costume
too.
contest?
Yeah, that's right.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah, we're going to have some giveaways for that. We haven't finalized what those giveaways are.
Nice.
But it'll be worth it to those who show up in costume, for sure. We've done that every year the past 2 years.
So you're going to have
It's a lot of
prizes.
fun,
You're going to have prizes throughout the day. Like,
yes.
Is that going to be contests, or is there going to be raffles? Just different ways to win. If you're there, you may have an opportunity to win a prize.
Yeah, exactly.
Just leave it at that.
Show up in spirit.
Show up
and
in
get ready
spirit.
to win.
And prizes will be given out throughout the day. I want to mention that Mohawk cheesecake. I know they're going to be there. Joey Stepp, we've talked about, pretty well-known magician in town. RetroFestWV.com. Tons of vendors, tons of crafts. Looking for more vendors if you're retro-themed. Bottle and Bride will be there. Annie DeBoard, Alondra. Nonfiction about 8 p.m. that night. And in between all that, yours truly right over there, JK the DJ, will be playing music, and he'll be emceeing the day. Speaking of yours truly, the host of this program, I look forward to stopping by. I might get a word or two in Edgewise too, or I might bring a band on, or I might get to introduce somebody.
Come on down.
Because I've never met a Mike I
Always
didn't
welcome.
like. I've never met a Mike I didn't like. But we hope that you'll come down. We hope that you learned about this, the RetroFest. If you didn't know about it, now you do. It's a free admission. All family members are welcome. This is a real family-oriented event with a lot of fun beginning at 11 a.m. It'll go to about 9 or 10 p.m. That evening. Special thanks to our sponsors. And you still have time if you want to be a part of this to help his foundation. You still have time to be a sponsor. You still have time to be a vendor. RetroFestWV.com. I'm going to turn to you, Joe, and see if I've left anything out, or give you an opportunity to have a parting shot with the audience. Why should they come down? Why should they support this? What are they thinking about if they're not there? I'll let you have the last word.
Well, one of the beauties of RetroFest is, like you said, we're trying to raise money to benefit inner city youth. That's number one. Number two, this is nonstop music for 11 straight hours. Wow. Yeah, and we imagine that it's going to be another beautiful day, just like it has been the past 2 years. We've been lucked out with really nice weather.
Yeah. Rain or shine, we're going to have this.
Yeah, yes, exactly.
Because it's not going to rain for 12 hours. If
right.
it's a shower, we'll
blow through it.
We'll just buckle down and then come back out.
Exactly.
But we're good, rain or shine, right? I want to make sure I got that in.
Yeah.
And it's free.
Yeah, free
it's
of charge.
Free admission. There's no charge to come down.
And
You might have to buy a little food, you might have to pay
Yeah.
for some beverages, but it's free to come to the music and just hang out.
yeah, plenty of food options to choose from, drink options. Oh, my favorite lemonade vendor will be there, Butch.
Butch,
Yeah.
just drinks?
Yes.
That's pretty special lemonade, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
I talked to him the other day. He said, wow, that regatta was something for him.
Yeah.
He was tired. But
Yeah,
all the vendors were tired. But everybody loves his lemonade because it's just drinks. He does lemonade. They're so good. So Butch will be there?
Yes, he will.
I appreciate you. I appreciate
You
Butch.
got
I
it, Jim.
appreciate you.
Thank you for your time, man.
JK, the DJ, right there, talking RetroFest #3, July 27th, beginning at 11 a.m. Slack Plaza, downtown Charleston. We hope to see you on July 27th. We also hope to see you next time right here on Highlights. That's all the time we have for on this edition. As always, brought to you by my company, Jim Strawn and Company, along with Optimum Cable Services and our dear friends with Kanawha County Schools TV. We'll see you on July 27th and next time right here. Take care now.